Hare Krishna. Welcome to the Srimad Bhagavatam class. Today is Monday, 30th November 2015. We first start with our prayers. Narayanam namaskritya Naram chaiva narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 9, Sloka number 35 and 36. So some problem with my PowerPoint. So Rishim Adyam na Badhanati
Rishim Adyam na Badhanati
Papiyam Satvam Rajo Gunaha
Papiyam Satvam Rajo Gunaha
Yanmanomai Nirbadham
Yanmanomayi Nirbandham
Praja Samsrajato Apite
Praja Samsrajato Apite
Rishim Adyam na Badhnati
Rishim Adyam na Badhnati
Papiyam Swam Rajo Gunaha
Papiyam Swam Rajo Gunaha
Yanmanomai
Nirbadham
Praja Samsrajato Apite
Praja Samsrajato Pite.
Rishim unto the great sage Adyam the first of the kind Na never Badhanati encroaches Papiyan vicious Swam you Raja Gunaha the material mode of passion Yat because Manaha mind Mai in me Nirbadham compact in Praja Prajani Samsrajataha generating Api in spite of Te your You are the original Rishi. Because your mind is always fixed on me, Even though you will be engaged in generating various progeny, the vicious mode of passion will never encroach upon you. You are the original Rishi,
You are the original Rishi,
and because your mind is always fixed on me,
and because your mind is always fixed on me,
even though you will be engaged
even though you will be engaged
in generating various progeny,
in generating various progeny,
the vicious mode of passion
the vicious mode of passion
will never encroach upon you.
will never encroach upon you.
56. ज्ञातोऽहं भवता त्वाद्य
ज्ञातोऽहं भवता त्वाद्य
दुर्विज्ञेयोऽपि देहिनां
दुर्विज्ञेयोऽपि देहिनां
यन्मां त्वं मन्यसे युक्तं
यन्मां त्वं मन्यसे युक्तं
भूतेन्द्रियगुणात्मभिः
भूतेन्द्रियगुणात्मभिः
ज्ञातोऽहं भवता त्वयद्य
ज्ञातोऽहं भवता त्वद्य
दुर्विज्ञेयोऽपि देहिनां
दुर्विज्ञेयोऽपि देहिनां
यन्मां त्वं मन्यसे युक्तं
यन्मां त्वं मन्यसे युक्तं
भूतेन्द्रियगुणात्मभिः
भूतेन्द्रियगुणात्मभिः
ज्ञातः
ज्ञातः
known
known
aham
aham
myself
myself
bhavata
bhavata
by you
by you
so
to
but
but
adya
adya
today
today
duhu
duhu
difficult
difficult
vigyeya
vigneya
to be known
to be known
api
api
in spite of
in spite of
dehinam
dehinam
for the conditioned soul
for the conditioned soul
yet
yet because
mam
mam
me
me
tvam
tvam
you
you
manyase
manyase
understand
understand
ayuktam
ayuktam
without being made of
without being made of
bhuta
bhuta
material elements
material elements
indriya
indriya
material senses
material senses
guna
guna
material modes
material modes
atma bihi
atma bihi
and false ego like the conditioned soul
and the false ego like the conditioned soul.
although I am not easily knowable by the conditioned soul, you have known me today because you know that my personality is not constituted of anything material and specifically not of the five gross and three subtle elements. Although I am not easily knowable
Although I am not easily knowable
by the conditioned soul,
by the conditioned soul,
you have known me today
you have known me today
because you know that my personality is not constituted
because you know that my personality is not constituted
of anything material
of anything material
and specifically not of the five gross
not of the five gross
and three subtle elements.
and three subtle elements.
Now you can chant. Hamleni Mataji can chant this shloka.
ऋषिम् आद्यं न बध्नाति
ऋषिम् आद्यं न बध्नाति
पापीयां सत्वं रजो गुणः
पापीर्यां स्वं रजो गुणः
यन्मनोमयि निर्बद्धं
यन्मनोमयि निर्बद्धं
प्रजा संसृजतोऽपि ते
प्रजा संसृजितोऽपि ते मम अभिमतम्
ज्ञातोऽहं भवतत्त्वाद्य
ज्ञातोऽहं भवता त्वाद्य
दुर्विज्ञेयोऽपि देहिनां
दुर्विज्ञेयोऽपि देहिनां
यन्मां त्वं मन्यसे युक्तं
यन्मां त्वं मन्यसे युक्तं
भूतेन्द्रियगुणात्मभिः
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 हेमवर्धिनी माताजी 35
ऋषिम् आद्यं न बध्नाति
ऋषिम्
ऋषिमाद्यं न बध्नाति
पापीयां स्वां रजो गुणः
पापीयां स्वां रजो गुणः
यन्मनोमयि निर्बद्धं
यन्मनोमयि निर्बद्धं
प्रजा संसृजति अपि ते
प्रजा संसृजति
प्रजा संसृजतोऽपि ते
I'll just read the purports of both these shlokas. 35. The same assurance is given to Brahma in the second chapter, second Canto, chapter 9, verse 36. Being so favored by the Lord, Brahma's schemes and plans are all infallible. If sometimes Brahma is seen to be bewildered, as in the 10th Canto, he is bewildered by seeing the action of the internal potency, that is also for his further advancement in transcendental self. Arjuna is found to be similarly bewildered. All such bewilderment of the pure devotees of the Lord is specifically meant for their further advancement in knowledge of the Lord. Take the purport of 36. Knowledge of the Supreme Absolute Truth does not necessitate negation of the material manifestation, but understanding of spiritual existence as it is. To think that because material existence is realized in forms, therefore spiritual existence must be formless, is only a negative material conception of spirit. The real spiritual conception is that spiritual form is not material form. Brahma appreciated the eternal form of the Lord in that way, and the personality of Godhead approved of Brahma's spiritual conception. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna condemned the material conception of his body, a conception that arises because he is apparently present like a man. The Lord may appear in any of his many spiritual forms, but is not materially composed, nor he has any difference between body and self. That is the way of conceiving the spiritual form of the Lord. Lini Mataji, you can chant the pranam mantra. Hare Krishna. I have to create all those things because it's on my other computer which is in India. Haribol, Kamlini Mataji. Okay.
I didn't unmute. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya
जय
Bhutale
स्वामी नित्यानंद
Acharya Padaya Gaudakatha Dhamadaya Nagaragramanatari Vishimadhyam Nabhadanati
विघ्नहति पापीयां स्वां रजो गुणः यन्मनो मयि प्रजा संसृजतोऽपि ते
Natoham Bhavatatva Adya
दुर्विधियोऽपि देहिनां यन्मां त्वं मन्यसे युक्तं भूतेन्द्रिय गुणात्मभिः।
You are the original Rishi, and because your mind is always fixed on me, even though you will be engaged in generating various progeny, the richest mode of passion will never encroach upon you. So now we are the almost end of this chapter, where first Lord Brahma offers his prayers, and then Lord Krishna is now replying. He's sort of giving assurance to Brahmaji that everything is all right. Since you are a surrendered soul, I will take care of everything. So here, Lord is telling him that since he will be engaged in creating, generating sort of so many living beings, various progeny, you know. So naturally, that generation comes out of passion. Any generation comes out of passion. So that's why the word Rajo Guna is used here. So the Lord is assuring that although normal circumstances, that's what will happen. You know, when people generate the progeny, then it is under the mode of passion. So for even that, we have this Garbhadana samskara, where at a particular time and with proper prayers, we invite a soul to come in with a promise that the soul will take up the devotional service of Krishna. So that's the requirement. Here, Srila Prabhupada explains that Brahmaji is a fortunate soul, the first being, first created being. So sometimes he gets chastisement, Sometimes he gets praise, sometimes things not go as per his plan. But generally, because he is under the protection of the Lord, everything is taken care of. And even when Prabhupada says that even when something goes wrong, that is for our advancement. So this is lesson for us, more than Brahmaji. This is lesson for us. That we should always take this chastisement, correction, or Krishna as a help in our advancement. Sometimes we get a little bewildered, and sometimes we become demotivated also. That what is this? I am doing so much bhakti, so much seva, following all the regulative principles, the instructions of the spiritual master, serving the Vaishnavas, and everything prescribed we are doing. But still, Krishna will sometimes put us in difficulty. Not that Krishna enjoys. He wants us to become strong. This is the reason. Like that nice story about the kettle. There was one kettle, and the pot maker, he chooses that particular kettle, and it's ceramic. He makes it, and then he puts it in fire, and he just puts it again in fire, and so many times. And then that heat and bright light, and that just blinds him. This is like imagine a pot has a soul. So this is how it happens. Every time it's put in the fire, the pot cries. And he curses the pot maker. He says, what is this? And he looks around and he sees the other pots are simply sitting there, a little heat, and they were okay. This one is going on. So finally, when he's going to be put in the final time, that pot maker decides that this is the final heat I have to give it with a flame. So this fellow is complaining big time. But the pot maker doesn't listen to him. He just keeps doing what he's able to do. And finally, he brings it out, allows it to cool. And then he shows the mirror to this pot. And the pot sees that he's the brightest. There has never been any other pot like him. Real, brilliant, effulgent. And everybody who looks at it says, wow, what a pot. Of course, some of them also praise the pot maker. The same way, the devotee is put into this situation, and when the devotee ultimately shines, everybody takes notice. And then other devotees, they take notice and also make a compliment to the Lord. They say, wow, what a creation. All by the mercy. And then, of course, the devotee himself keeps on saying that. I'm nothing, it is just because of the mercy. It's nice to glorify your Guru Maharaj. Nice to glorify Krishna, Guru and Krishna, always. And then Krishna is telling Brahmaji in the next one that he talks about his own position, whereby the conditioned soul does not know him. So he says, conditioned soul doesn't know me as I am. And then, of course, we see that he's talking about the gunas and the Panchabhutas and Bhutendriya, Bhutas, Indriyas, everything. And then Srila Prabhupada is explaining that in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that those who think that I have a material form, like a human being, they're all moodas, ignorant. So he's telling Brahma that although I'm like that, but you are fortunate, you know me. Why? Because you are surrendered. So this is the simple process. Actually very simple, but we make it complicated. You know, we don't believe in simple things. Of course, the devotee does. When I say we, meaning everybody else. Everybody. Sometimes devotees also get buried away. I meet so many times devotees and they look bewildered. And then they say, why is this devotee? Complaints, various things. So these are the lessons. But if we surrender, if we fix our mind on Him, then even the so-called impossible things also become possible. We should not lose faith. You know, we should never think that, oh, Krishna is not with us. Krishna is not in control. You know, generally one more thing. If Krishna is in control, then He would have done that. What we like Him to do. But if He does what we like Him to do, then everything is fine. But that's not so. Krishna is my favorite dialogue. Krishna is independent, Swaraj. And like yesterday we saw in Bhagavad Gita, unimpeachable supreme controller. Unimpeachable. Nobody can impeach. You know, you impeach the president. You know. Nobody can question. If they question, they will be defeated. People do question, but then they get defeated again and again and again. So, I'd like to stop here. If you have any question, comment, take it. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
So, you have explained very well with an analogy of that kettle and pot maker. Yeah, we devotees, when we are put through difficulties, is for our advancement. So we get purification.
Yes.
Nice, Prabhuji. Nice class. Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
I'm so happy today, Prabhuji, that again, like, I thought you went to India or something. I just mailed you, but I didn't get reply. I thought you went to India. So,
Yeah, I was in India.
okay.
Just came back 2 days back. I was in Vrindavan, not in India.
For Prema Prabhuji.
Vrindavan is not India.
You went for Parikrama, Prabhuji?
Yeah, everything like Kartik, whole month we spent there.
Wow.
It's really very, very wonderful, Prabhuji, to be there in Vrindavan for the entire month of Kartik. Really.
Kartik, yeah.
Except that we were sick and so on and so forth, but it's Vrindavan.
Yeah. Very, very wonderful,
So I
Prabhuji.
think
Thanks.
others are in touch. I think Shyama Madhvi Mataji is not on Telegram. That's why.
No, Prabhuji, I don't know why in my phone I just um, downloaded, but I don't know why it's not working. I downloaded, there were 2 telegrams, one was Messenger and other one, but I don't know why it's not working.
Messenger has to work. You do that and send me the phone number, and then I will.
I'll try again, Prabhuji. I'll try now.
Because I have posted a lot of pictures and
Yeah. I'll try, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
During your stay in Vrindavan also, you posted a lot of pictures
Yeah,
and
whenever possible, we are doing it. Evening when
yeah.
the time I was just because sometime I was taking pictures, sometime my daughter was taking pictures like that. So, then somehow I have still a lot of pictures. I will be sending slowly
Okay.
because I want to send some narration also, only not only pictures.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. She is
Okay.
blessing.
Okay, Prabhu.
Time has changed for her, because it was earlier 11:30. Now it is 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Mataji.
Thank you.
Wonderful couple you are, Prabhuji. I didn't get a chance to meet you people like
Okay, next time.
next. Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah.